Hello, Ms. Ketchison's class. It's Nate again from the Gould Lake Outdoor Centre. I'm excited once again to work with you folks. I had such a great time visiting your school and doing the habitat assessment. During your habitat assessment, you folks determined that more water sources would be needed, and maybe if we created some bird feeders, we could also attract some more birds to the area. So today we'll be building plastic bottle bird feeders. All right, so as I said, we're going to be building some plastic bottle bird feeders today. For materials, you're going to need a plastic bottle, a couple plastic spoons, some string, safety scissors, maybe a screw, and some bird feed. Now, I forgot to do this part earlier, so as you see, I already kind of finished the bird feeder, but you should rinse that bottle out to get any of the sticky sugar or soda, or if it's just a water bottle, just rinse it out to make sure it's clean. And then we're going to place it down on some paper towel, and maybe you could do this before going out for recess, so let it dry a little bit. Your teacher can make some pre-drilled holes through the top of the bottle caps. They can bring a drill in or a screwdriver. It is quite tough to do. It took me a while, so that could maybe be an adult can do that. Now you're going to find some string, and you basically want to measure the length of maybe your arm. So measure that arm length and then cut the string with your safety scissors. After that string is cut, you're going to tie a bunch of overhand knots. So just make a loop and feed the one end of the rope through that loop. So you make a knot, and then do that 2 to 3 more times to make the knot even bigger. So by doing this, it's going to act as a stopper knot when we push the rope through the lid of the pop bottle. Now I can unscrew the lid from my pop bottle and take the one end of the rope that doesn't have a knot, and you're going to push it through the bottom of the cap. So I'm going to push it through a little bit, and a little bit comes out the other end, and now I can push it all the way through and push, pull to the very end, and you can see you give an extra little tug, and if it goes through, you can do a couple more knots. Now I can screw that on to the bottle, and you can see I can hold it up now. For the next part, you're going to take your safety scissors, you're going to place your bottle right on the desk, and you're going to twist and push your scissors. So you can see I'm not doing a great job. I have my hand behind the bottle. That is not smart, so we're not going to do that. And now we're going to go to the other side, and I see I'm cutting to make the hole just a little bit bigger. You can kind of put your scissors in there, and because we want to put our plastic spoon through. So I'm just cutting, and make sure you keep all those little pieces of plastic as well. I'm just cutting that. Now I'm going to the other side. Same thing. Place it flat on your desk and push and twist with your scissors. Again, I'm not doing a great job. You do not hold it in your hands, so do not do what I did. And you're going to push and twist, push, twist, push, twist, push, twist, push, twist. And eventually you will make a hole. Yeah, boom, there we go. Then I'm going to make it a little bit bigger by spinning it. Then I can take my scissors and I can cut, I'm going to force the plastic spoon through the bottle, through both holes that I made, and voila, you can see we have one of our little bird perches now. So now after I have the spoons through, I'm going to make the hole just a little bit bigger. So you see I cut out that little square and keep that plastic so you can throw it out. So that square is going to allow the bird seed to come through and sit on the spoon. So I just cut that out right there. So now I'm going to make another perch. So I punch one hole on that side, and then I'm going to punch the other hole. Again, remember to hold this right on your desk so you're not holding the bottle like as you can see I'm doing. Not very safe, am I? So push those scissors through, again, on your desk. I made another hole. So now I have 2 holes for the other perch, and then I can push that plastic spoon through, and I can also make a little opening again for the bird feed. Make sure you keep that plastic little piece again to toss to the garbage. So now you can see I have the little openings above each spoon, so the seeds will fall on the spoons down the openings. I spaced mine pretty close. You could space your spoons a little farther out if you want it. I'm now making a funnel out of a piece of paper, so I'm just going to grab one corner and bring it kind of to the middle of the paper, and as you roll tight on the bottom but loose on the top, you get some help doing that. So with this funnel now I can use to fill with my bird seed. So I'm using black sunflower seeds. Chickadees really like those, but you can use a bunch of different types of bird seed. As you see, the forks are filling up with the bird seed. They're kind of spilling out on the ground, which is fine too. I give my little funnel a little shake because there's some more seeds in there. And the last thing, we're going to screw the lid back on that had the knotted rope through the hole. And there you go. I have my bird feeder. Now I'm going to hang it up in a tree. And I'm going to wait patiently to see what comes. I'm just basically wrapping the rope around and around a branch and kind of do a couple knots. It doesn't really matter. There's some specific knots, but I think that's fine. That's a simple way to make a plastic bottle bird feeder. I think it's really great to build these things because if you think about the 3 R's, reduce, reuse, and recycle, before you even get to that recycle phase, which is the third one, it is a hierarchy, you first want to try to reduce. So try not to even use plastic bottles, but unfortunately there's a lot around. So the second best thing we can do is to reuse that. So one way we can do that is by building these bird feeders. It usually takes birds 1 to 2 days to find and then tell the other birds and other friends about the bird feeder. So, be patient and wait. You'll probably see squirrels and chipmunks as well. But once they find them, make sure to refeed it daily to keep the population keep on coming. All right, we'll have fun.